Welcome to Nürnberg 29, home of the musicians' flat of Copenhagen. And we're gonna make a final stand. Take a small tour, which we have to press the code here, which has been the same code from the past 15, 16 years. As we all know, coming up to the third floor. We've got to do it officially, so we've got to knock on the door. Let's see who's going to hold it. I guess it's Rolling Stones. Let's try.
Expecting you.
Thank you very much.
My two Greek philosophers. This is the last day of the flat, ladies and gentlemen. I made it to the end, and we are now in the process of packing up everything. As you can see, there are the couches that have had many a person lose their virginity overnight, and has served all of the people who pass through Copenhagen on many occasions. We are, as you can see, a bit messy, but we do still have a musical spirit, and we still got the old hours power on going here. We're moving the flat, that is that. Here we go. Now there are other things here which, if anybody can make it here before 1:30 tomorrow, you could have them. There's a little Irish St. Patrick's Day hat. Anybody can, probably won't look as sexy as me in it, but you know, you can have it if you come here. And then we do have the occasional guy who passes through the flat who buys a bong and leaves it here, which we have no interest in ourselves. And you do have a bigger bong, or bigger assholes, and that's about that. We do have air hockey here as well. It was really up to date, this flat. We have all our DVDs here, free giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Tom, how much? 5 kroner? And we do have something from my days when I played with Copenhagen Football Club. Yes! You know,
the other way. The other way.
That's what she said to last night. Yeah. Oh, this way. There we go. Only thing was he was black. He said, like, you're my brother. I said, whoa. I know
the most interesting thing is good old Mike here. He had this glass jar.
It was for scientific experiments. We used to use this for when we got various species of unknown mushroom growing in the showers. We used to cultivate them.
Yeah, it was like a culture for...
and we could take them to Copenhagen University and have them analyzed.
So, you know, not all has been like stupid and dumb in here. There has been a bit, you know, speculation.
Yeah.
I want to try and figure out something to do with this to make it a bit more...
I could think of a few uses for that.
Mick, will you have the honor to give us a final tour at the toilets and showers?
From Duncan, okay, so as you can see, the wall we may have to demolish this afternoon sometime and take down all of these, what do you call them? They're memories, but obscenities. Whoever did this should be shot. Shot at dawn outside the flat. This is the new state-of-the-art clothes dryer here. The striker said he was giving us a dryer. We weren't expecting that. We thought it'd be an electric one. This is the dartboard. Be very careful when you come out of the toilet because you get a dart in the head, which I think has happened to a lot of people around here. As you can see, the state-of-the-art fucking mat there. Toilet with, which we have tried many disinfectants and
Nothing ever.
leeches, and it still hasn't managed to kill those. So we believe that they're from another planet. Those. There's the leaky tap. All you gotta do is give it one little turn and it stops. And this is when you play at Rosie McGee's and the staff gather at the counter, they all talk. Well, if they were dressed like that, we wouldn't mind. And anybody who asked me for Rosie McGee's phone number, I said, what do you do when you're sitting on the toilet? The number is right in front of you, right there. Down by the woman's bikini, by the tattoo, under the tattoo. But they still don't get it. Dog, a small toilet. It's a good little toilet, but it's difficult to turn around.
Now the shower. Let Manos give us a tour in the showers.
That's dire straits in there.
Put on your mask.
Shit. Yeah, well.
As you can see.
I guess the camera can say it all. Look at all that rubbish and all that
That
mold's growing up there. Man, fuck. I guess the mold's been having it pretty good in here, Mike. Huh? Don't you think?
Oh yeah, I've been having it. Like, I mean, the mold in here, multiplies at a phenomenal rate. They must be having lots of sex. Those mold molecules or whatever they are. But sometimes they occasionally turn into mushrooms that grow out of the wall. And some people have been known to eat them. I don't do that myself personally. As you can see. Jesus. This is like when you pick up a guitar for the first time. Did anybody ever tell you that these will be your living conditions? You are a musician. Here, have a shower in that. Look at it. So you do have to have some kind of a weapon on you when you go to the shower, just in case anything crawls up through the drains, something with two heads or something. And you do have a little hole up there just to let all the rats in when it gets cold outside. And moving on, we have the state-of-the-art fridges that are still here. This one is not too bad at the moment. It's got some carrots in there and a few bits and pieces we tried to eat today before we have to move out tomorrow. There's Patrick's beer. And as you can see, hygienically very impressive. This one is, oh my god. This one is,
Some rotting flesh down there or something.
yeah, well, it's got like, this is belong to the guys. They actually eat this, around here.
Oh my god.
There's the dishes that have been washed and the ones that are waiting to be washed, which I do every day. Here we keep all our plastic bags. We use them as spare condoms when we need them. This is the old fridge here. There should be nothing left in here. Thank God for that. And we move on. Free microwave if anybody wants to come to get it. Here's our 2-month-old oven, which has been demolished in 2 months. And it's all improvised here with a coat hanger, even with a kink, so that you don't get burned. You just have to be careful how you push it in. Down here is the sterile department with all the utensils, the crockery, and the pots and pans and Tupperware boxes. This is a good thing. And this is Patrick's sandwich maker here. He makes sandwiches in it. Oh. State of the art. Spices and condiments. Now, for anybody who may have left anything in this room, thank you for allowing me to clean up after you. So, this is what's left. Man has got a great bargain. He bought half the flat for 200 kroner. And here we have all this stuff which will be going this afternoon. If you have anything in here, it is gone. Do not email me or fucking Skype me. It's finished.
let's move on further.
Moving on, we come down to
This here is definitely my favorite room here.
which is Studio 2. Designer curtains.
Yeah, because of the collapse in the...
And nice little artwork here on the, you know, it's almost Greek, isn't it? You know, you know. So there you have it. And you have the two beds in here because sometimes we do have to share. Well, let's say we're about okay in this room now. Yeah, so this one is emptied out. Here's what used to be our notice board now. We used to have a schedule there before. Years ago, we always had a schedule up on the wall here. But we don't get them anymore, so. Now, anyhow, this is room 3. Studio 3. I'm not sure if there's somebody in there, there could be. Let's have a check.
No. It's John.
It could be he's awake. There is a dead body in here, as you can see. Mr. John Swank, who just woke up. Say hi, John. And as you can see, he's an avid painter as well, which he does all these designs in his spare time. We leave you, John.
Sorry, man.
Okay, moving on, let's do it in. This is room 4 now, and this was occupied by Dumby until this morning when he flew
Yep.
back here. And as you can see, we have no different races or creeds here. We love Buddha. We all bow down before that every night before we go to bed. Even though Buddha is not a god, as you can see, we have the beds at right angles to each other, and also designer draft blocking tape. And then we have all this tapestry on the wall here that we can do, and you have this thing here for doing chin-ups every morning when you wake up, and when you're not using it for that, you can hang your guitar on it. And that's it. Studio 4. Little bits and pieces left up there. Thank you for that again, guys. We're going to have to clean all that out. Moving on, we come down to the back area of the flat, which has all been cleaned out now. We do have some mirrors here, snow boots, a yoga mat every day. Yeah, well, not much else to say about this. We do have a TIAC double tape thing, which has been here for years, and CDs if anybody wants it, and a state-of-the-art video camera, cassette, which works. This is what we used to carry in the days before MP3. So I should let you introduce your own room then.
My room, well.
Okay, Socrates. Now we'll make a small introduction. Lights.
Well, this has been my favorite room for the past 10 years or whatever. I mean, I've stayed here a few months during my staying here at the flat. So this has always been my favorite room because it's small, you can keep it clean, and it's away from the noise. Simple as that. So there you go. I mean, as you can see, I got the most important things of my life here on the wall, and it's pretty much everything is pretty much packed, and
Okay,
ready to move to the next flat.
moving on. Well, we do have.
Can we get him? Is Patrick? Yeah, we got.
Wake him up. He's gonna.
No, but it's all right. This is the last day of the flat, man. We have to.
Could be asleep, but you can try.
Oh, yeah, let's try. Hey, Pat.
He's out. Okay.
Oh.
Patrick is not available at the moment. We left a message and call us back. The room where we had lots of weird people staying in here.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
Oh, this is 7. Yeah, that's
this
right.
room, is Tom Dykes' old room, Studio 7.
That's true.
And of course I was next door to him in Studio 6. And here we have Tom, who always said he never did it, but we don't know who did it. But somebody tried to deep fry something here and kind of burned a hole in the ceiling many moons ago. So, there you go. This is Tom's old room. This is like for when we have to perform surgery on people who come back from gigs after getting struck by an axe or stabbed, or sometimes even shot because they don't know Mrs. Robinson. So we do have this prepared every night with all sterile equipment on it in case we have to operate very quickly, seeing as we are all foreigners. This is just a bag we're packing up to be taken away, and another one over there. That's about it. Nice shelf in here. Been a lot of weirdos in here, though. So, Tom's old room. And yes, well, the last guy who used that bed was a bit strange, to say the least. Yes, various weird noises coming through the wall every night. So that's it about that. Ironing board, which you hopefully have to take it. Now this is where the house captain stayed for many years. Up here, you know, people just stick things on the door there, you know. Jeff Harris stuck this on there. So, and then as you can see, it's all been cleaned out here now. We're not finished yet, but yeah, if anybody wants a can of minestrone soup, you're more than welcome. And that's it. This was more or less home for a long time, but from today, it shall no longer be. There you go. Moving on, we still have one room left, which I'm sure you want to share with. Studio 5. Now this is the one where the water comes under the wall when somebody has a shower. Okay. Forget it. He's out. What do you think, Wells? I mean, do you know?
I think that's a very good presentation of what this musician's flat has been, you know.
I mean, I didn't practice it or anything. I just
No, but that's the whole idea. It's got to be like, you know, spontaneous and natural. We want the people to be able to see what the reality is here, you know. Well, the musicians already know, more or less, the ones that have been through, right? Or...
Yeah, they probably do. I hope that the new place now doesn't have these light shades, you know, that people can actually jump up and hit them with their heads and break them like they did here.
Ouch.
That's why there are more light shades on this. People play football with them.
I think the new place is much more different than this one.
And just as an afterthought here, there is the, if you all remember when all the lights used to go out, and we'd have to come down here with a flashlight or a candle sometimes and put in new fuses. I'm sure you all remember that. Myself and Brian Huddy spent many a night here looking for which fuse was controlling what, especially after about 19 bottles of 2-Ball. Didn't help. And I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else I can...
No, I think...
We need to make a small statement to our chairman, Tom Dykes. That's definitely...
You also have, as you can see, what do you call it, the panoramic view from the window of the flat in front. All the scaffolding over here, which has been waking us up every morning at 8 o'clock for the past month. And we do have the gym down there as well, which Manus goes to every day when he's here. Walking on the treadmill and lifting weights. And I think that's probably not much more to say about it.
Yes, folks, that about wraps up the end of the line here. This is we're trying to make like the last stand of the musician's flat. And although I haven't been in here as long as some of the other folks, it's been I've been very much part of it one way or another.
Yeah,
We're all going to miss it.
This is the last day of the flat. If anybody sees this video, anybody who passed through here, we were all happy to know you. Well, most of you. So just to share this memory with you, all the stuff we carried up from the rubbish tips and skips all over the place here, I made a flat out of it, made a home out of it. We even had James Dean and Bob Marley here. And we had Jimi Hendrix dropped in as well. He's up on the roller.
Again, that's it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Good luck from the musicians' old flat, boys and girls, and we'll probably put you up a new video, a new place in the next. Salk, all the way from Greece, going to give you his best, worst, and first maybe memories.
Well, I can tell you, my first memory, as you know, I was part of the group who first walking here when this place first opened. Actually, it was brand new, and I remember walking up those stairs and everything was brand new. You could smell the paint. But 16 years after that, still here, and that last day that the flat is actually closing down. My best memory, I mean, I have so many memories from that place. I mean, I was young and wild. My best memory, I think, when I first met my wife, and I brought her here in that apartment. That's probably my best memory. My worst memory is oh God. Well, we had a few unstable characters that we had to actually share the flat with, and that wasn't always pleasant. But in general, overall, I must say that I have only good memories from that place, and I'm going to be sad to see it go. That's about it. John, would you like to share with us your best memory of the flat and your worst memory?
Well, there's two kinds of best memories, the ones that I can remember and the ones I can't. And I'm sure that some of the ones I can't remember were really good. And the ones that I can remember were really good. And there was a lot of those. A lot of nice, a lot of great people, a lot of great jamming, lots of great music. The worst memory is waking up in the morning after those nights. Usually didn't feel too good. And I looked like the inside wall of the shower room. Yeah, that's how I felt. So, but I will miss it.
We have Andy. Andy is going to give us his best memory and his worst memory of the flat. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, here we go. The best memory is all the people and all the camaraderie, all the parties, people getting together and actually feeling this is the world you belong, the world of other people making music and everything around it.
And the worst?
The worst memory is after one time after I did some little improper behavior and they gave me the name the downstairs man, and I won't say more about it.
All right. Very nice. And here we have a legendary Mick Hutchinson, and Mick is going to tell us now his best memory of the flat and his worst memory of the flat.
Well, I'll start with my worst memory. Is when I caught 5 rats here in a week. So that was the worst period here in this flat for me. Now there were other kind of rats as well that used to come here, but they play guitars in the pubs. We've gotten rid of them as well. So, but I'm talking about the small furry rats. So that was my worst memory here. Sleeping with them and fighting them at night and all that, and catching them in the shower.
And the best memory?
I don't know if there is one. There's like a lot of memories. I remember my first memory was Andrew Boyle waiting for me at the door saying, "An Irishman, I'm mad glad to see you. I haven't spoke English to anybody in 4 years." That was my first memory. But I had lots of good memories, Duncan and Des and all the boys. But my best memory, I think, is getting out of here today. Flat, last time walking out the door, number 29, Nürnberger, where we spent many happy nights and many children were conceived here.
I was the last one out the door.
Well, there are many children in Europe who were conceived in this flat
That's true.
through faulty condoms and other problems. But here's front. We always knew that this was the front because the back is on the other side. So I don't know why they're putting that up here today. So, but after all, it was a great house, wasn't it? There you go.
Yes, and we have, it's the big day today. We have the great move of the flat, and we have legendary Patrick. He's going to give us his opinion about the whole moving thing.
This is fun. It's good. I like it.
And here we have the van that is going to move our stuff, and here you can see the van is packed with all kinds of stuff. We took even the iron board. Mick, do you have anything to say about this last minutes?
Oh, sir, it's been a long time since I got into a bandwagon, hey?
And here you can see the flat. We're gonna say goodbye to it.
We're like stowaways. We're like stowaways being smuggled in the van out to the new flat. There you are.
Patrick, any other thoughts?
Yeah, we got junk in the trunk. That's my thought.
Fox in the box. There we go.
To believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the back of a truck of the van that is going to move our belongings to the new flat, and Mick has to make a statement.
Well, we're being moved as well. I feel like
I'm in the Blair
being
Witch Project.
smuggled.
I feel like I'm in the Blair Witch Project.
And you can see the camera is moving because we're in the van. Sorry about that.
Well, that's all right, but we are in the van, and we're just hoping that we get through customs now without being caught. You know.
John, do you have to make a statement?
3. Thursday. Papers, please. Let me see all the papers.
I'm sad to say it's time to go, but until we meet again along the road, remember this on your journey home. When you hear the thunder roar, you're not alone. We wish you well. We wish you well. Time